Welcome back. In this video, I'm going to try and release my Chrome extension to the App Store. So in previous videos, we created a Chrome extension that when you right click on an input field, you can generate a counter string, say what length it is, and it will put it in. That extension is currently only available locally, so I have to load unpacked to bring it in. So I've gone off to the Chrome Webstore to find out how to publish in the Webstore, and there's a page that they've got called developer.chrome.com/webstore/publish that gives me the instructions. I'm having a look through this. It says I need to create a zip file, create a developer account, but I also need to provide the store content, so I'm going to create that first. So down here and provide the store content, it says I need a detailed description and I need an icon. I don't have any icons yet. I need some screenshots, so I'll have to take those. So I'm going to create some images. First of all, let's start with an icon. Now I'm not the world's best icon designer, so I'm just going to use GIMP, the GNU image manipulation program. I need to create a new image, which is going to be 128 by 128. Okay, let's make that a little bit bigger. So I'm going to just create a square-ish shape, then fill that. Where's fill? Fill with a color. What color we have this? Counter strings. What colors are counter strings? Let's make counter strings blue. Fill that in. Okay. Then I'll need some text. And my text, I guess, will be white. Font sans, that's fine. So I'm just going to make it say what, 2 asterisks, because that's a counter string. So I'm going to write 2 asterisks. Let's make that bigger. I'm going to do 2 asterisks. Let's make that bigger. How big? I don't know. Too big. Good enough. I'm just going to try and make this transparent on the outside. Alright, there we go. So that's going to be my icon. And it's currently 128, so let's save that out. File, I'll save this first. I'll save this in icons folder. And this will be icon 128 by 128.xcf, which is the GIMP file. Alright, now let's export this as PNG. Icon 128 PNG, that's fine. Let me resize this. To 64. Export as 64, and I will add all these icons into the manifest because it just wants a range of icon sizes. Okay, so I'm not the best icon designer in the world, so let's see what this says. So in the manifest there's a description of the icon, so let's put that in the icons. I've got my project up here. So in the extension, in the manifest, we're going to have icons. Let's even this out a bit. Right, so icons. So hopefully, if I refresh this now, we now have an icon. Look at that, it's got an icon. Excellent. So, I've got an icon, 128 icon, so I will upload that when I do it. I need to write a detailed description. So I'm just going to make this easy on myself and put that in the README that I have on GitHub. In fact, I'll even write detailed description. So a simple, I think that's pretty much it. What else do we need? A detailed description, icon, at least 1 screenshot. Okay, alright, so let's just do a screenshot like this. So how big does it want it? Did it say 128? So I'm going to copy this, I'm just going to resize it to the size. 1280 by 800. Let me Control C. Let's get GIMP back up. 1280 by 800. 1280 by 800. Okay. Right. I find GIMP non-intuitive, but because it's cross-platform, I will use it. So let me copy and paste this. Control A, Control C. Paste that in so I can move it. What is that? Flip tool, scale tool. Okay, so we can scale it madly. I'm just going for good enough. Scale. Move. Alright. File. Save as. So I don't really need that XCF in there, that folder. So I'm going to create a folder here. Images. Screenshot. Export as 1280 by, what is it, 800. Back to my editor. So I don't want that XCF in there. Can I move it here? Images. Move. Reveal in Finder. Okay, so I got icons, images, screenshot. Alright, we're getting somewhere. A small tile icon, so I think we can ignore that. I think it will use the screenshot. Primary category language. Alright, so I think that's good enough. So what I need to do is create a zip file. So in the zip file, it needs to contain the basic stuff. App version. Okay, so I think that what I need to do is just zip up this extension folder. I'm going to rename that to CounterStrings JS 0.01 version 01. Right, now I already have a developer account with a different email address, so I set up a Gmail address just for this. I think it's eviltesterapps@gmail.com because I didn't want to get spammed a lot. You also, by the way, have to pay $5 to get signed up. So now, having done that, I will go to the Chrome developer dashboard. I will log in as my eviltesterapps@gmail. So I already have one in here that's sitting pending review because it has quite a lot of permissions. So it's been waiting for a little while to get reviewed. So I'm going to add a new one. So I'm going to add the zip file that we've just created. Give it an icon. Copy in the detailed description. Upload the screenshot. So I have a website for this on, so essentially this will be the GitHub. Category, developer tools. This item is free. All regions. English. Public. Publish changes. It will become available. Well, let's see if it actually does. And the reason I set up my own, a new email account is because it's public on here, which is a bit of a pain, but that's good. Okay, so really I should probably change the description. I'm going to take the publish delayed, so it may not actually be published yet. Let me have a look at my dashboard. May take up to 60 minutes. Return to dashboard. Okay, so it's not pending review. Hopefully that'll be published in 60 minutes and I can add it. But you've seen, I mean, it's not that hard, right? We create an icon, we zip it up, we create the details, we're done. If it's using a very small number of permissions, then it should go straight out. This one is pending review and I have no idea how long it is going to take. So far that's only been, what, 10 days? So I don't know how long it's going to take for this to appear. But that's why I created this one, to have an example that's going in. And if you do this, it's no longer local at your machine. So it's a little bit easier to
give out there to other people. It's easier to make public. You can now use it for marketing purposes, to show off your business, for part of your CV, to show off your skills. Hopefully that helps.